for this exercise, you're going to want to get towards your couch. This is not a couch, but it kind of looks like a couch. And you have a couple options of how you set up. You could put your knee on top of the couch, on the seated part of the couch, and then place your foot on the back of the couch. That might feel better for you. We're going to demonstrate the other option with your knee on the floor. In here we have a squishy floor, but if you're at home, you might want to grab a nice comfortable pillow to put under that knee so that you're kneeling not on the firm surface, okay? So the key for this setup is going to be turning your body so that you're at an angle and so that you can block your shin or medial side of your ankle up against the edge of the couch. If you're facing straight away from the couch, you won't take advantage of the rotational options that we have here. So you can see Hannah's like at a 45-degree angle or maybe even more, half kneeling with the knee bent. And this position already might be a stretch for you. So go ahead and try to buy yourself some space by leaning forward, rounding your spine forward, and then rotate your body, maybe moving that front leg, so that you're winding up rotation through that stretching hip. Okay? The more you wind up, the more you'll feel that you're relying on that pressure against the couch to keep your foot in place. If the foot moves, you are going to want to reset up to make sure that it does not move. Okay? Now, once you've found as much rotation as is available at your hip, bias that stretch further by trying to curl your tailbone under. You can see Hannah's using a dowel, and it's very helpful to have something to hold on to here, either a chair or some sort of prop that allows you to not think about balance. Hannah, would you just gesture where you feel that stretch? Yeah. So we're trying to grab a stretch and a setup for a lot of the rotational deep tissues in your hip, but also that relate to your knee because we're in a knee flexed position. For the isometric contractions here, starting with your Pales contraction, you'll brace some body tension and then begin lightly trying to rotate your thighs so that your ankle gets heavier into the couch. If the couch wasn't there, your foot would go right back behind you. As you lightly do that, you have a chance to really lock into that contraction in those stretching tissues that you were finding and make sure that those tissues are the ones doing the work. Continue by adding effort and intensity to the indicated percentage and then hold at that percentage for the indicated time. Once that time's up, go ahead and relax, noticing if you're able to wind up more stretch either by rotating or by curling your tailbone under. And then start your rails contraction. Make sure your body is again braced and then begin trying to explore what it would take to lift your foot away from the couch, but also by bending your knee so that, again, your foot might come away from the couch. No movement is expected here, but keep trying to get your foot off the couch to engage the contraction of tissue on the side of the hip, the back of the thigh, and really throughout your whole body because it's a pretty intense setup. Hold for the indicated intensity and duration, then relax. Let your body come down off of tension and then make your way out of the setup. Following this exercise, like any isometrics, you'll want to do some follow-up cars to bring movement back into the mix. As you can see, it's a little bit wonky for your body. So in this case, hip cars are a definite. Knee cars would also be a good option to seal that change and send that information to your brain.